Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and today we're going to be doing my April TBR. Today we're going to be doing my April TBR. I'm going to be doing this in kind of like sections. I think I'm going to be doing them by the first half, or the first little chunk is going to be my carryover books from the last month. So like the books that I started the previous month and I'm carrying over into the next month. There are several of them that I have not finished yet. It is still March. It's the end of March though, so I don't have much time to get these done, so I don't think that I'm going to get all of these done, if any of them, by the end of this month. It is literally, I think it is the 28th when I'm filming this, so I have a few days, barely even that. So the first book here is a book that is a buddy read that I do every month, so I'm gonna have more buddy reads on my TBR as well as this one. And this one is with Mel and her Patreon. Started this one and it is a thick boy, so it's taken me a little bit, but I am, I think, like 30% of the way in. I am still working on getting it done. I listen to it every night and read along with it. I feel like that helps me, I don't know, focus, because this is very high fantasy for me anyways. I'm not used to these kinds of books, so it's been pretty difficult for me to pay attention to and read on my own. So I feel like reading along while listening is, I don't know, it just makes things easier for me. And that is Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. And I'm pretty sure this is his debut novel. I'm almost positive. I never heard of this before the buddy read announcement. Oh my gosh. If you hear feet, it is my dog. She's right here. Anyways, this is about several people. It follows a point of view from several different people, and that is also something that you have to get used to, in my opinion. Not everyone is like as interesting as the other. It makes it a little bit more difficult for me anyways to follow along with someone's point of view that I don't really care about. So I don't know. I don't mind different points of views, but if they are done in the right way, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to make everyone be as interesting as the other ones, so I look forward to the other points of views when I'm listening to a certain point of view from someone else. It's about Elantris, if you couldn't tell. It is, I think it's the capital. I don't know how to say any of these names, or the names of the places. Elantris used to be the capital, I think, and then now there's a new capital and it's called Kai. And I could be wrong. Elantris was like this place of beautiful people, and now it's like death and dying, and it is like just awful, and everyone there is Okay, so it says on the back that Raoden, who was betrothed to a princess, he ends up dying before they even get married. I don't really know much about this yet. I am still getting so much information dumped onto me, so I can't really take any of that information and dump it onto you, because I still don't know what is going on. I know a little bit, but I don't know if it's considered to be spoilers, so I won't talk about this one that much. Just know it is about Elantris and how it used to be a beautiful place and now it is just death and dying. That is it. The next book that I have here is a book that I started and I barely got into. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. It doesn't have good reviews. I've talked about this one previously, and that one is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. It didn't grab me from the start, and I don't know if it's gonna grab me at all as I progress. I talked about this previously, as I said in my last video, I think. This one just doesn't give me good vibes right now. I thought it was gonna be really good, and I'm so upset that it isn't like living up to the hype that everyone was giving it, you know. This is about a woman whose brother lives in a Paris apartment, and she doesn't have anywhere to go, I think. And so she goes to live with him for a little bit, and then when she shows up, he's missing, and all of his neighbors are like suspicious. And that's basically it. I don't know too much about like the story of why she ends up to his place, because I literally just, let's see how far I got like a couple pages, literally, that's it. So I can't really speak on if this is good or not because I barely read it, but all I know is that it didn't grab me the way that I wanted it to. But I'm not gonna just like say screw it and put this one down. I'm gonna try when I'm feeling, probably when I finish Elantris, because I like to listen to something while I play a game on my phone, and I normally like to listen to thrillers, so this one will be the one that I choose probably next. But also I'm not prioritizing this one because I have a whole stack of books right here that is what I'm going to be prioritizing, because I'm going to be participating in a month-long read-a-thon thing. It's called a realm-a-thon. I will leave everything in the description below about what it is and who started it and where I got it and how you can do it if you want to join. So yeah, I will talk about that in a little bit. Next up is a book that I started so long ago. It was actually a carryover from February to March, I'm pretty sure, and now it's being from March to April. So, and it's not a bad book. I just have been prioritizing more things over this one because I just started this one on a whim because I was bored and I was like, let's just start it and see how I like it. And I ended up really liking it, but as I said, I prioritized other things. And that one is Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. I have talked about this one previously as well. I got a good bit of the way in, almost I'd say 50% through. This one is about a girl who finds out she's a monster and has powers. I won't say it because I don't know if it's a spoiler or not, but she figures out her powers when she's out by herself. She accidentally bumps into someone and then something happens, and then she realizes that she is a monster and all of her family is. And then she has fallen in love with a monster hunter, which obviously can't turn out good. And then a big thing happens. I'm also sorry if you can hear kind of rustling. It is so windy outside that the windows are basically shaking, so I apologize for that. This one was actually really good. It was, I don't know, almost atmospheric to me because it takes place, I'm pretty sure, in like London-ish. Could be wrong. This bookmark I got in the Fairy Loot. Also, this is a Fairy Loot edition if you didn't know. Sprayed edges and papers, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Beautiful book. I highly recommend this one. I think it's nothing to do with how bad or how good or anything with this book. It's just the fact that I have been choosing to read other things that are higher up on the list of priority. So it's unfortunate for that book, but I'm sure eventually when things have died down and I need a book to read, I will pick this one back up. But for now, it's not a priority for me because it's just, I'm choosing to prioritize this realm-a-thon over everything else. And so far I have 2 books that I have here, and then I have 3 books that I just currently bought. They will be here, I think, tomorrow and the next day. They will be all arriving. I will put them on the screen when I talk about them because they are also going to be a part of my TBR for buddy reads and also for the realm-a-thon that I'm going to be participating in. So the next group of books are going to be books that I am not prioritizing but I would really love to get to, and that is just basically the books that I previously talked about. So all of those are going to be books that I am not prioritizing but I really would like to get to. But the main one on that list that I have not talked about yet is My Body by Emily Ratajkowski. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I cannot wait to get to this one. I've just been waiting, anticipating, and impatiently thinking about this book and how good it probably is. I know it's going to be good. I want to dive into this and I want to highlight and I want to write and I want to just take it all in. If you don't know what this one is about, it is a series of essays that she has written about basically the trials of being a woman, I'm pretty sure, and her own experiences, which I feel like it's just are gonna be very hard-hitting and emotional, and I feel like as a woman I will connect to this extremely well, and it's gonna just, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be a very good but emotional read, and I'm very excited to get to it. Okay, next up is gonna be a series of books that I'm gonna be reading for the realm-a-thon. I don't really have a set out plan for the particular prompts that were given. I do know that I'm going to be prioritizing these 3 books. One of them I do not have, it's on the way. They are all going to be buddy reads for the month, and then I'm going to go after this and kind of see where they fall in each prompt. It is so windy out, not that that's important at all. Back to the books. The first book that I have here is, of course, a buddy read, and it's a buddy read within the realm-a-thon that people are reading when you're sectioned off into your realm. So it's really cool. I don't really know everything about it. I'm not going to speak on behalf of that, so I'll just leave everything in the description about where you can go and see what it is. But I'm a part of the realm Bayle, something. I don't remember what it's called. The B one. And so a lot of us are going to be reading Jade City by Fonda Lee. I have been wanting to read this one for so long. I've had this for so long. This was a previous buddy read. They're doing kind of like a read-along thing of the whole series on Mel's Patreon, and I thought I was gonna follow along with that, and did I? Obviously not. I never ever follow through with reading plans. I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess it's because I'm a mood reader and I read what I feel like I want to read. It is so loud in this room. I cannot. The windows. Wow. Anyways, I don't know what this one is about really. I know it's about, I think, a family that is like wealthy. Is that right? The Green Bone Warriors have used magical jade to enhance their abilities and defend the island of Kekon from foreign invasion. Now the war is over and a new generation vies for control of Kekon's bustling capital city. 4 siblings of the powerful Kaw family must prepare for battle, and the fragile peace between the clans is about to break. That's all I know about this one. I know that everyone that has been reading this has loved the series and said that it is very emotional. I know everyone has been crying, so I'm a little nervous to get to this one, but also really excited because that just makes, when you cry from a book, that means that it's good because you connected so well with the characters. So I'm really excited for that reason alone to read this. Let the wind pass. Next up is a buddy read with I think the Patreon's on Mel's Discord. I'm not sure. I'm almost positive, for April, and that is The Diviners by Liva Bray. I also have never read this, surprisingly. Everyone has read this by now, most likely, and I am so late to the party, but I am so excited to get to this one. I know that this takes place, I think, in like the 20s, and it's kind of like got a creepy vibe, I'm pretty sure. So it really just sounds so good. I'm not sure what they do. There's supernatural powers in this, and then there's a murderer. I don't know if I'm correct, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard about this one, and people have given this a lot of love, so I'm really excited specifically for these two books. So I honestly cannot wait for April. Next up is the book that I do not have with me right now, but it is on the way, and that is The Poppy War by, doesn't it start with like R-F? I'm not sure who it's by, but it'll be on the screen here or here. I don't know what this one is about either, and I can't read it to tell you what it's about. Obviously, I'm gonna guess it's about a war. And people have really liked this series as well, and I am very excited to get to this one. It is also, I don't know if I've already said this, but it is a buddy read within the realm-a-thon. There's going to be people on Discord that are going to be reading along with this one, and it's going to be for a prompt as well, I'm pretty sure, obviously. I need to get my prompts in order to kind of see like what I'm reading and what it goes with, and if it goes for our team or against another team. It's really cool. It's a really cool idea. It's really well thought out, and I love that there's a map and you can kind of see where your realm is and what it looks like, and you have specific like things that your realm has. Like my realm is, there's like forest sprites, so it's, I don't know, it's really cool to me. Again, if you're really interested, I think that you should participate as well. It's gonna be really fun. There's not much time left to kind of get into it. I don't know if you can get into it once April starts. On to the next. Next up is gonna be the buddy reads that are for Mel's Patreon this month, and that is a middle grade, and it is on the way as well with the Poppy War and another book that I just got, and that is A Pinch of Magic. I don't know who it's by.
I don't know what this one is about either. Obviously, I never know what any books are about. I just read them because people tell me to read them.
Honestly, let's just be real at this point. It is a middle grade. I think that it's about 3 sisters or 3 friends. I know there's 3 little girls on the page. Is it? I think there's 3 little girls on the cover. If not, then forget I said anything. And it's gonna be fun and light and easy, so I'm really excited to read this one. It's gonna be easy to get done and kind of have something to motivate me to read more, because middle grades are always, well, not always, because some of middle grades have really tear you up, but I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be a light read. And yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Next up is the buddy read that Mel does with Olivia at Olivia Reads a Latte, and that one is, I think it's Lou Fantasme or Lee Fantasme, something, and that is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa. Is it by Tessa Bayle? I really need to get my facts together before I start filming, huh? I will put that one on the screen and you'll get to see who that's by as well. This one, can you guess? I don't know what it's about. It is a romance. I do know that. I'm really excited to get to this one because I am also reading some other romances this month for a video. So I don't know if I'll include that one or if I will read that one alone, maybe when I need a break from all this fantasy that I'm gonna be reading. I'm really excited for this month. I think that it's gonna be a good reading month. And there's lots of good books that I'm gonna be reading this month, and it's just, I don't know, it's got good vibes going into April. We got good vibes here. Next up, let's see, are the books that I'm gonna be doing for a vlog, and that vlog is gonna be coming either before you see this one or after you see this one, probably after. most definitely after you see this one. The first one is Lease on Love, and it is by Fallon Ballard. This one is fairly short. It's about, yeah, it's barely even 300 pages, so this is also going to be a good way to get a book done and feel motivated to continue reading. And I don't know, this one seems really good. I do know what this one is about. It is about a girl who lost her job and she doesn't have anywhere to go, I'm pretty sure. He offers her his spare bedroom until she gets back onto her feet. And so that's basically all I know. And it says, what if love landed on your doorstep and handed you the keys? Pretty smooth, pretty sweet. I have started this one. I didn't get but 20 pages in. I am going to continue reading this one. I think I don't have the audio for this one, but I love the cover. I think it's so cute. I love this situation going on here. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be fun. I mean, it was a little cheesy at the start, but all adult romances are very cheesy to me, so you know, you just gotta push through. Next up is Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. This one feels very personal to me because that was me. Her name is Mackenzie and she goes by Mac. I would love to go by Mac, but nobody calls me Mac, so what's the point? Is a people pleaser, so she doesn't know how to, I guess, say no, and she has to do everything right. And I guess it's kind of about her finding herself and doing stuff that she wants to do, maybe. I don't know. It seems really good to me. It does switch points of views, so that's iffy to me in romances. I don't know. Anyways, I don't like to know what both of them are thinking, because I think that when you don't know both sides, it keeps the mystery and the angst and like the pining even more, because if you know that they're both pining for each other, it's not very fun. But you, like, deep down, if you don't have their points of views, deep down you know that they're both pining for each other, but it's not like factual, so it's kind of like a up in the air situation. I don't know, that's how I feel with my romances. So this is gonna be an iffy read for me because I don't like having both of their points of views, in my opinion. I don't know if everyone else feels that way. Probably not, because they don't care, and I haven't seen much about this one, so I'm really excited to read it. I will let you know in my next video about these two, and maybe Hook, Line, and Sinker. We'll see. Okay, everyone, I think that is it for my April TBR. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would like. I will be posting regularly, hopefully, and I will see you in the next one, my friends. Bye!